This word may look like it spells false to you. A closer look shows that it can also be true. What appears to be one thing, like this carving of a duck, might really be another. Like a carving of a rabbit. It's all a matter of perception. We've all heard the riddle of the half-filled glass. Is the glass that holds this drink half full, or is it half empty? Or maybe it really isn't a drink at all. A glass jar that has never been cut in any way, and shoes that can't possibly fit through the opening. Impossible, yet here it is. 2 tables. The one on the left is obviously longer and thinner than the one on the right. But let's put this tablecloth on top of the right one. Fits perfectly. The 2 tables are exactly the same size. What makes them appear different is your perception. This is a Chinese bronze mirror. Its origins go back to before the time of Christ. One side is a polished mirror, the other side a detailed design. But when you shine it on a surface, the image on the backside is projected through the mirror. Now, how could things like this happen? The reflection of strange truth.
This drawing has been baffling people for nearly a century. Some of us see it as a fashionable young lady, and some of us see it as the portrait of an old woman. So which is it? Young or old, or is it both?
This is an expression we've seen countless times. You probably think it says, "I love Paris in the springtime." That's only what our eyes tell us. Let's read it one more time, word for word. Notice the extra "the." Once again, we have been fooled by our own perception.
What you see is not always what you get. Take this line drawing of a man in profile. Is this an honest man? The answer is written across his face. Perception is our most unreliable sense because it can be changed so instantly. Take these letters. When read straight across, they're the first 3 of the alphabet. But now watch what happens to the B when we add 2 numbers and ask you to read straight down. We've now changed the symbol from a B to the number 13.
Sometimes to see the truth, we have to look at things from another angle. Take this portrait of a single clown. When viewed from a different perspective, it becomes an entire circus. Follow the clown as he turns the corner. In this drawing, is it the profile of a couple about to kiss? Take another look. It's a candle lighting the darkness. The profile of falsehood can often obscure the glow of truth. What makes something true and what makes it false? It's often difficult to tell. Each week, we explore the ambiguity of truth. The dictionary defines ambiguity as open to multiple interpretation. And even when you factor in all of those various possibilities and look at it from all angles, it's still the same. Ambiguity. When we attempt to separate reality and illusion, it's best not to trust our senses. For example, this drawing. Our eyes tell us that the line in the lower segment is definitely longer than the line in the upper one, but let's look at the truth. They're exactly the same length. Be forewarned, in order to tell the difference between reality and illusion, you have to read between the lines. The truth often lies in the way you view it. We've all heard the question of whether the glass is half full or half empty, but take this cake on a plate. Is there only one slice taken out? When viewed from the opposite side, there's only one slice left. You can have your cake and eat it, too. What is truly behind the mysteries that animals seem to possess? Take this elephant. Even a simple question like, how many legs does it have, can be difficult to answer. There's nothing about them you can count on. Some people look at this drawing and see a high mountain safe from harm, while others see a tunnel spiraling down into an endless abyss. take your perspective from the mountaintop, and at all costs, avoid having tunnel vision.
Truth can be an elusive thing. In this illustration, there are actually two cubes, but we see only one. Our eyes will not permit us to see both boxes at once, yet the truth is they both exist. When you attempt to determine the truth, keep an open mind and don't box yourself in. There are many people who look at this picture and see the outline of a Native American chieftain. There are the feathers of the headdress. But yet gaze a little longer and you may see something else. An Eskimo figure in a snowstorm. This is his outline. Both images exist, yet you can't see them both at once. Be mindful that what seems to be the face of truth may turn out to be a snow job. Is the truth always easy to see? Take this picture. Viewed from this angle, it appears to be a dramatic seascape. However, take this vase, place it on the picture, and observe. The clear reflection of a man with a beard. It happens to be the face of legendary science fiction writer Jules Verne, a man who knew well the blurry line between fact and fantasy. Sometimes you have to check things out from all angles to understand the big picture. Take these photos. They appear to be snapshots of nature, animal and plant life, all of various species and families. Let's take a step back to view the big picture. Now you can see a truly endangered species, the television host, dependent for survival upon the Nielsen family. Can we really trust our own eyes? Observe these two painted figures. The one on the right obviously looks bigger than the one on the left. But let's switch positions. Now, which one seems bigger? The truth is, they're exactly the same size. The truth is often difficult to recognize. Take this illusion. Hidden among this confusion of lines is the outline of a bird, yet it's impossible to see. But by simply sliding this glass plate, our bird begins to fly before our eyes. Be on the alert, and you may capture truth in flight. All you have to do is look between the lines. A curious illusion. To the naked eye, this appears to be a perfect triangle. Yet here's the truth. A disconnected shape. The two sides separated by a significant space. Judge carefully, because as always, there are two sides to every story. Or in some cases, there might be three. A simple white vase set against a simple black background. But is it really so simple? Focus your attention on the black area that outlines the vase. What you see now appears to be two faces in profile. The nose, the mouth, the chin. And it's still a white vase with a black background. But now let's add to the illusion by spinning the vase. Now it appears that our two faces are talking to each other. Truth and illusion existing together at the same time. What is fact and what is fiction? It all depends on your point of view. Take a close look at this sphere. It's obviously a solid globe that we're looking at from the outside in. But now, let's take an even closer look. It now appears that we're inside the bowl looking out. We've done no tricks with the sphere. We've simply changed our point of view. This frame contains a three-dimensional sculpture of the face of Albert Einstein. By moving the frame, the sculpture moves too. We see both the left and right sides of Einstein's face. You can even move it up or down. But here's the surprising truth. There is no sculpture on this side. In fact, the space where the face appears